Gee willikers, look at that, a free chest. Holy, what the hell is that? Oh, shit. My intros are getting weirder and weirder. But hey everyone, what's up? This is Chaz, and welcome back to another Minecraft mod review. So the mod for today is the PIGMAN TAKEOVER mod, and what this mod essentially does, as you guys can probably tell, it adds in this huge new world to whenever you guys create a new Minecraft world, you're going to get an option to get a world like this. And essentially what it is this world that is filled with pigmen, gas turrets, and these other cool objects that I'll be showing to you guys in today's review. So as you guys can probably now see, I am dodging my gas turrets up here. So let me just go ahead and game mode myself here so we can get a little bit more in depth as to what these things actually are. So what they are is this little big box. Well, little big kind of contradicts itself, but it's a big box that holds a gas, and they essentially fire their gas balls at you. Now they're on top of these big obsidian towers, so it's kind of hard to get to them, so you guys have to keep that in mind if you do wish to play on these type of worlds. Now, as you can tell in here, we have our little spawner right here, which has a really cool particle effect, and this is what actually spawns the gas in here. Now, what's cool about this world is that you can actually live in here, believe it or not. If you guys just dig down, there's like 6 layers of gravel, but then after that, you get into your ores, and you guys can just continue your regular Minecraft. The only problem is going to be finding wood, but the NPC villages still do generate with this mod, so you guys can get wood that way. So it would be a really, really cool Let's Play for those of you guys who like to make videos. As you guys can tell, we also do get zombie pigmen here. Now, as you guys saw in the intro, there are also spawning chests that come up in the world that have a really cool effect when you guys decide to open it. So right here is our chest, and do bear in mind that these blocks are silverfish blocks, so watch out for that. But when you guys do decide to open up your little chest right here, and also note that there's a really cool particle effect right here. I love that. When I saw this, I was like, okay, I'm reviewing this mod. But let's go ahead and open it. We get a nice little lightning effect, and we also get a ton of zombie pigments that spawn around our little area right here that you guys will somehow have to get rid of if you do decide to open up a chest. And when you open it, you do sometimes get an item like this. We get an enchanted gold sword with knockback and unbreaking, which is pretty cool. You guys can use your weapons against your pigmen right here, and that's a really, really cool feature. And then what we also have, it may take me a couple minutes to find it, is I believe they're called nether towers, and what they actually do is hold a huge amount of spawners. And actually, let me just go ahead and pause the video because I'm going to talk about it when I actually get one in sight. So yeah, just let me go ahead and do that. Alrighty everyone, so once you find something that looks like this is how you will know you have found your nether tower. Now what's really cool about it is that the whole point is to try and get inside it. Now it's very hard to do that with all the lava, and this is all not hollow, so you guys will kind of have trouble getting to the top of this nether tower if you do decide to dig your way up, and there's also big spots like lava like that, so you got to watch out. Now if you do manage to get to the top, and it's a very, very tricky process if you do decide to do that, when we get in here, as you guys can tell, there are a ton of mob spawners, so your chance of surviving is not too high, but if you guys do happen to do so, the rewards are quite amazing. So let's go ahead and look in here. We've got 25 emeralds, a spawn ocelot, spawn wolf, 10 gold ingots. If you guys move on to your other chests in here, we have 4 diamonds, and all these other items that you guys can collect if you do happen to survive in here. But once you're in survival and once all these mobs are spawning, it's very, very hard to not only get in, but getting out is just another whole process, because you have to come up here, then you have to somehow find how to get down here. And I guess if you find another tower like this where there's water right here, you guys can jump down and use all of your little rewards to keep your world going. And I also saw a little ravine, so all of Minecraft's regular terrain features still do generate within this mod. It's just that this mod adds a big layer of all of this stuff on top of your world. Essentially, there's no trees though, so you gotta go to NPC villages for that wood. And last but not least, we have prisons. Now I did not see a prison in this world, so I may have to pause the video one more time just so I can find one. And I don't think there's any prisons near here, so I'm gonna go ahead and pause the video, and I'll get back to you guys once I find us a prison. Alrighty, now here we have one of our prisons. Now the idea behind the prison is that the zombie pigmen took all of our iron golems and villagers here and locked them up in this prison. Now the idea is for you guys to break them out so they can help you. Now obviously the villagers aren't going to do much for you, but if you do decide to release the iron golems, obviously they will provide a little bit of protection as they will kill those zombie pigmen. But really this is just a little aesthetic part to this mod that makes your world look a little bit cooler. And the main idea is, you know, just surviving in the world. But I guess you guys could somehow bring a iron golem back to your house just for protection, and you can also use the NPC villagers to trade. Now one last thing I wanted to show you guys is how to create this actual world. So you're going to want to go to create new world and then just choose whatever game mode you want, more world options, and then world type, PIGMAN TAKEOVER, and create new world. Now do be sure that this takes a little bit of time just because it's kind of a more big world on your computer. It kind of takes up a little bit more space and requires a little bit more RAM, so keep that in mind. And as you can tell, you will spawn and you're off to do whatever you want to do. Now it is kind of hard to survive. Take that and keep it in your head because it is very, very hard. So don't get frustrated if you get killed quite fast with this mod, because it will happen, and you know, there's nothing much you can do about it. But it is still a pretty fun mod, never to say the least, and I highly recommend you guys check it out, especially if you're one of those hardcore Minecraft players. So yeah, that pretty much wraps it up. So like always, I'll have a link to this mod in the description. I would appreciate it if you guys took half a second to leave a rating. Other than that, this has been Chaz with the PIGMAN TAKEOVER mod, and I will talk to you guys later. Peace!
Sun goes down, the stars come out, and all that comes is here and now. My universe will never be the same. I'm glad you came. I'm glad you came.